Hey y'all, it's Chelsea with Unleashed Dog Training. I am here with Saturn and I'm going to show you how to size and use your Easy Walk harness. There are so many different brands of Easy Walk harnesses and none of them work. I have tried them all, so trust me, the only one that works is the actual Easy Walk brand. Don't buy any other Easy Walks unless it is this Easy Walk brand. This has a patent to it because it actually works. How this works is it puts a little pressure along the dog's chest, so when they go to pull, it almost tightens and they want to fall back. I don't recommend this for all dogs. The bigger dogs with smaller shoulders, it does not work because it slides down too far. Anyway, there's a few ways you can put this on. How I recommend, because it's a lot easier this way, because once you put it together, sometimes you're like, oh my God, how does this go? So if you take it on and off one way, that's all you need to remember. I always undo the belly strap, so when you put this on, this will be underneath the dog. So I always undo the belly strap, so now I can slide it off of the dog, and then I hang it up or put it in my cabinet just like that. So when I go to grab it, this is where you hook your leash, is always pointing downward, and now you can slip it on the dog's head and go under the belly and clip it. You don't want this loose, but you don't want it very tight. You want it snug. Kind of like any training tool, you want it to fit nice and properly snug, especially on the chest area. If this is on the chest, just hanging down too loose past the shoulders, you're not going to have a proper correction and you end up going to trip the dog. The dog's going to trip a little bit over the leash. Or sometimes if you have it too loose, I've seen them put their little leg through. So make sure you have it nice and snug. When you put it on, it's barely one finger, just a little bit of room. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this on her. So again, I'm going to, and it's already adjusted, so I'm going to just undo the belly part, slide it over her head. Good girl. Come. Yes, good girl. So that's why I like sliding it over the head. It just makes it so much easier. All right, so this is what I mean. It's not hanging down on her, especially in the front here. It's right on her little shoulders there. Good girl. With some dogs, if you are still having extreme pulling, or if you're afraid your dog is gonna back out of the harness, what you can do is take your leash. It's kind of hard for you to see probably, but you can clip it onto your Easy Walk, and then take the clip of your collar and clip it to that. So now your Easy Walk is clipped to both, and when they go to pull, it tightens and pulls at the same time. I'm not gonna do that with her. She does not need that much correction or pressure. So I'm just gonna go ahead and undo the collar, so now it's just on the front of her chest. If I have one dog with me, so I only have her today, I'm gonna have her on my left side, a nice loose heel with me, whatever command you're using. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Again, just like any training tool that you're introducing, we're in a very quiet area right now in the shade, not a lot of distractions. Do it in your yard, do it up and down your driveway. Don't go to the park with your brand new harness and say, let me try this out. It's not gonna work. Don't go to Lowe's the first day and be like, let me try this out. It's not gonna work. Overstimulation is not key to training. With me? Good girl. It's a weird and different feeling to your dog, so you might have to encourage them. Come on, let's go a little bit. She's a little awkward. She's kind of trying to figure out if she can move her shoulders, so that's why she's walking a little bit funny. Also, this is the first time I have ever used it on her, so we're both getting used to it together. Well, not me, her. She's understanding that I'm not just gonna yank you around. It's just a light little correction. So even now, when they go to pull, it's just a quick little pull back and release. With me? Yes, good girl. So right there, I had to give her a little encouragement to come on, and she did. So just a little tap. You can use treats if you need to. She was pulling so bad last lesson, like choking herself out. So we did a lot of just hanging out and working on basic commands. So I really love these for dogs who have the mindset of, I see a million miles away, I need to get there really quick. Another tip when I'm working with them, when I'm going to turn around, personally, I like to walk into the dog, unless I'm training a situation where I'm walking out. Walking into the dog will make them direct onto you a lot easier and make the leash flow easier. So you're not going the opposite way and just keep pulling them until you get it down. Then you can go to the other side, but to make it a calm, positive, easy flow, turn into your dog. The other thing I do is when I'm turning around and I turn into my dog is, even if we're walking nice and loose, I tighten up on this, I pull my hand back a little bit. So see, now I'm guiding the dog, and that's why I'm turning into them. If I go this way, now I would just be pulling her into a circle around me, and that's not putting the proper tension on the leash, and it's showing them incorrect tension with this harness also. So when I want to even go that way, I can either turn into her or just start walking. With me? Good girl. If she starts pulling ahead, I just do a quick little correction. Come on. Good girl. She's interested in what the people are doing over there. Also, when I am at a stop, they should hang out with me. They don't necessarily need to sit, but when I come to a stop, it's implied to not keep going forward and smelling around unless I give you the command, okay, go ahead, go smell, go in the grass, whatever it may be. Come. Saturn, come. Good girl. The other very important thing about this leash is if the dog is on the left side, you need to have this against your left leg. You do not want this around the dog's head like that, because now you're just trying to pull that whole body. So make sure it is against that side. If you have your dog on the opposite side, same thing. You don't want to be correcting like that. You want the leash against your leg. Good girl. But we don't train on the right side, do we? We train on the left side, and there's many reasons for that I'm not getting into right now. Even if I have two dogs, depending on the day where I am, I like putting both dogs on the left side. Sometimes I will do one on one side to give a better correction. It just all depends on the situation. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and just walk around a little bit more, but she's doing fantastic with this. And again, if I wanted to go take it off right now, I would just go right under the belly, undo the belly, and slide it over the head. So the way to think about it is just pretend you're putting on a collar and adjusting the collar underneath that belly. With me? With me? Come on. Come on. Good girl. Alright, so that's when I started giving her, you probably noticed at the end, I started giving her a little bit more slack because my goal is to have a nice loose leash. But you don't have to do that in the beginning. You can hold appropriate, which would be just about, you know, a half a foot to a foot away, depending on your height, enough to give a quick correction. Anyway, she's doing so well with this, so we are going to go ahead and travel up the road, and we will see you at Pet Supplies Plus.